Hi, my name is Goldman. I'm the director and founder of Goldman and Associates. Our firm has a primary focus on family law issues here in Michigan. Today we're continuing our video series designed to educate the public, so please subscribe to our channel. You know, in our society, we have a society of varied cultures. Our society is enriched by so many people from so many different parts of the world coming and joining and being part of our diversity, and we really encourage that diversity. We rejoice in that diversity, and it contributes a lot to culture. Now, having said that, there are particular divorce items that come up within certain cultures, and they tend to make their way into the American courts. So you might think, well, you know, we separate church and state, so someone's religious culture, for example, shouldn't really in any way, shape, or form involved in their civil divorce. But it's not 100% true. In the beginning, when we got divorces that had a religious component to it, like a nikah, an Islamic divorce, or a get, and for example, a Jewish divorce, when you had those, it became, you know, out of the gate, the first argument was, well, we don't get involved in that. Go to ritual courts for that. These are the civil courts. But now the law has changed a little bit, and basically the idea is that the courts will try to encourage the enforcement of those terms, those religious or ritual terms to a marriage and to a divorce, so long as they meet appropriate safeguards. That is to say, so long as the court can understand what they are, so long as there's appropriate guarantees that there was due process associated with obtaining those orders and or ultimately enforcing those orders. The moment the Michigan courts get the sense that there's some order out of a foreign jurisdiction where there was no due process, they're not going to enforce that. But the court will make every effort to enforce a ritualistic law, a religious component, if it feels that A, the due process has been met with respect to agreeing to that restriction, and B, whether or not it understands what it is in order to interpret it. So the court will look at these things as matters of contract. And just like the court in a divorce might enforce your contract that you may have with a guy who's supposed to build your fence, the court is going to enforce the contract between the two parties if it feels that it doesn't offend notions of due process and it doesn't offend notions of equity. So, for example, in this Islamic divorce, that divorce may require certain people to do certain things. Again, if the court is satisfied that everybody understood it, there was a meeting of the minds, everybody's due process was guaranteed within the format of that procedure, the court does not have a problem with attempting to enforce it. However, like I said, the moment the court gets wind that this is a short-circuiting of someone's rights, you can well expect the court to say, you know what, we're not enforcing that, we're going to make our own judgments and we'll proceed accordingly. If you have any questions about that, reach out and we'll be glad to help you out.